Hello everyone, Mike Rempel from Another Set of Eyes with today's Excel Bytes blog post. Today we're going to take a look at a nice feature that we talked about a while back called Scenario Manager. I'm going to put a little twist onto what we did and update it a bit with a nice little feature, additional feature to it. So here we have a little analysis of some products, quantities, costs, etc. And we're going to be adjusting the price. If we look in the price column here, we'll see we're basically taking the prices that we have in column K and multiplying them times an adjustment. And we want to do a few different options here and then save those as different scenarios. So the first, what we're going to do is go to the Data tab, and under Data tab there is a What If analysis and call Scenario Manager. And this is what we're going to use here to create our various scenarios. So I'm going to highlight the cells that we're going to change and their heading, Adjustment and 1.0. And again, go to Scenario Manager and say Add. And I'm going to call this scenario Original. And it already selected the cells M1, M2, and I'm going to say OK, and it has M1 is the name and M2 is the value that we're putting in there. I'll say OK, and it's now added a scenario called Original. Now let's say we want to change this to 0.85, which adjusts our price here, so that's giving a 15% discount. I'm going to again highlight that, go to Scenario Manager, say Add. I'm going to title it 15% discount, say OK, and it automatically plugs in the values and the header there in the scenario values dialog box. And now we have two options. So if I want to click on Original and Show, it's going to show the original. Click on the 15% discount, click Show, now it'll show that. Say I also want to add a 1.05 to have a 5% price increase. So we're going to add that to the Scenario Manager. We've highlighted it. I'm going to click Add. I'm going to call it 5% increase. OK, OK, and close that. And last, I'll put a 20% increase in case we really want to get wild with our pricing. Again, click on Add. Call it 20% increase, say OK and OK, and now we have four different scenarios that we can choose and show, and it'll automatically adjust the pricing as we go. So that's nice the way it's set up, but there's one more thing that I want to add. Instead of having to go up to the What If analysis and Scenario Manager and choose the option we want and click Show, we can add it to our quick access toolbar. So I'm going to do that by right-clicking on it and go to More Commands. And instead of Popular Commands, we're going to show All Commands. If I click anywhere in here, type S, it brings us down to the S's. And I'm going to find Scenario Manager. And I'm not going to choose Scenario Manager, but choose Scenario and click Add and say OK, and now it's added this icon to our quick access toolbar. And if I click on the down arrow, look at that, there are the various scenarios that we had. So by easily choosing from one of those, I can scroll through the scenarios that we put into the Scenario Manager without having to access it through the What If analysis option on the data ribbon. So there you have it. Scenario Manager with an additional little function twist by putting a icon in your quick access toolbar. Hope you liked it. Glad you stopped by. If you'd like to see more, please go to my website excel-bytes.com and feel free to subscribe. Happy excelling.